Hi, this is Carol, and I'm the host of the God is Good podcast. I wanted to take a quick break from doing one of our episodes to share some insights on some of our episodes, in particular, Monica's story. Monica's story was our very first episode, and it's a story of really relying on God and letting God be the center of your life. As Monica tells it, her life was one where people on the outside would look in and say, "Oh my gosh, she has such a perfect life. She has such a perfect family and husband and marriage, etc." And Monica would say, no, her life wasn't perfect. But when she finally turned her trust to God and stopped relying on her own understanding and put God at the center of her life, that's when she was filled with such a joy and peaceful presence. So that's what people were seeing from the outside, not perfection, but joy. So one of the things that I learned from Monica's story is that it's okay that my life isn't perfect, because that's the perfect opportunity for God to step in and for me to step aside and let God take the reins. This actually happened to me just recently. I was knocking my head against the wall for a couple weeks on something that I just couldn't solve myself. And I talked to my priest and he said, just sit in the presence of God. Just sit in the presence. Don't ask for anything. God knows your heart. Just sit in God's presence. And I did that just yesterday. And of course, I wake up this morning to find an email that says my issue has been resolved. It happened really fast. Doesn't always happen that fast, but this time it did. The second thing I learned from Monica's episode is that Emmanuel means God is with us. And in Matthew 28, verse 20, Jesus says, "I will be with you always until the end of time." And that's a big promise because God didn't promise perfection in our lives. He didn't promise us that life was going to be easy or that it wasn't going to be hard, but He promised us that He would be with us always. And I love that. I love the peace and joy of knowing that even in my good times and bad times, God is there walking right with me. If you haven't had a chance to listen to Monica's episode, I put the link in the comments section below. Take a listen and tell me what you think. Share your insights because maybe you heard something that I didn't and I could learn from you as well. In the meantime, friends, remember, God is good.